could you? How could you, Jack?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Cut! That was horrible! Who wrote the script?
Welcome to the movie show! Active FM.
Hey, yo, what's
up?
Welcome to the movie show.
On Active FM.
I'm Ryan.
And I am Sash.
And you've made a fabulous choice today by listening to this podcast, or shall we say ORSPS,
that
right?
you are bringing back ancient things, right?
Boom!
Wasn't that from like 2018 or something?
Truth does not change. Actually, truth remains the truth, and it stays in stone on the earth and immovable.
Okay.
It's there.
Yes, right.
So we just stumped our toe on it now, walked across it. Oh, I was looking for that.
Wow.
Yes, and it stands for Online Radio
Station Podcasting Service.
So yes,
there we go.
That is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And today we are going to be doing, and this show was actually requested by a person because they were like, with lockdown being extended, like what happened? Because we created a movie show quarantine list of a whole bunch of movies that you can watch during the quarantine. And they were like, but since the lockdown's been extended, shouldn't you extend your list? So we are doing the movie show, the quarantine list, version 2.0.
That's right.
Yes.
What I'd like to say is they extended the lockdown while we extended our movie list.
I just said that, right?
Well, I just said it with the...
Okay. You said it with an epic...
mainly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah. So we're gonna basically what we're gonna do in the show is give you a whole lot of new movies or /series. So we're actually including series this time because last time in the show in the list there were only movies. So we're going to include series, and we're also going to show or tell you about a different platform that you can actually watch series /movies on, which is very interesting, and it is available to most people. Yes, because there is a free version.
For everyone.
Yes, it's for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a paid version, and we will get to that later. So if you've been feeling like you're dry with movies and you've been watching the same thing 5 times over, then don't worry. Sit back, relax, and listen to the soothing sounds, as Ryan says, of the movie show.
You know what I think of when you say dry? That...
From Phineas and Ferb.
That's the one.
So there was once this episode of Phineas and Ferb where Dr. Doofenshmirtz, for those Phineas and Ferb watchers out there, how can you not watch Phineas and Ferb? If you have not watched Phineas and Ferb, please go watch it. I'm asking you nicely. That was a good part of my childhood. Anyway, so what happens is he's created a dehydrator-anator, because that's all of his machines. They all end with an ator. I don't know why he did that, but anyway, he causes it. He shoots it on himself and Perry the platypus, and they go all shriveled up because now they're completely dehydrated, and then both of them go because now
their mouths are dry.
Yeah, that was a side note. Go search it on YouTube right now. Go do it.
I think Sashi's just hit off our number one series on
Phineas and Ferb. Okay, no, but they don't have the whole Phineas and Ferb on YouTube, but they have like segments of it. But just go search the dehydrator. I think it was called that. Anator, Phineas and Ferb. Go watch it. Go laugh.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that, by the way.
Sis Ryan. Sis.
But I've seen that part. That's
yeah, because I showed you.
It was good.
It was very good. There's a lot more. Woo, that was close, but I fixed myself in time. There are a lot more. Never mind. I'm trying to say there's a lot more things, as in Phineas and Ferb is filled with things like that. So there's a lot more where that came from on Phineas and Ferb.
Yes. Yeah. All
there we go.
Stories like that. That's what she's trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll kick it off with. So basically, no, Ryan, you do have movies, right? Yeah, I don't have movies, but I've got a series that I currently have been stuck on and binge watching. It's been intense, but it's been good.
Who hasn't been binge watching, right?
Right, but I'm not a series person. That's the thing. But I feel like what happens with me is if I find a series that I like, then I'm committed. You watch it to the end, like Stranger Things. Stranger Things I was committed to.
You know what? I cancelled my Netflix account and I haven't finished the 3rd season.
Ryan, you didn't finish Stranger. How did you not finish the third season of Stranger
Because
Things?
I know that they haven't done season 4 yet, and I didn't want to be left where everyone else was left. So
But now you're just left behind.
I started season 3. I think I watched 2 or 3 episodes, maybe even like 5 episodes, and it was good. I'm where I am right now, and I'm like, okay, people are in trouble. That's all I know. People are gonna die.
I'm horrified. Ryan.
I will one day. All right. I'll
Ryan's
yes.
probably gonna, when Stranger Things 4 comes out, he's gonna quickly
Boom.
renew his Netflix subscription.
Yeah, so let me tell you something, is that Marvel left us with a cliffhanger from Infinity Stone to Endgame.
Infinity Wars.
Infinity Wars, thank you. And so I had the idea of not watching Infinity Wars until the Endgame came out. And I couldn't resist, and I did, and I was sorry that I did. And so now I'm saying I'm not going to finish Stranger Things season 3 until season 4 comes out.
Can I just ask a question? How did you not watch more? Like for us, you know when you can't help yourself but watch another episode?
What happens with me is I start watching a series. The beginning's really good. So, e.g., I watched The Blacklist. That kept me going all the way until season 5. I watched, what was this? Designated Survivor. That got me going, I think, until season 2 or 3. And then, I don't know, it's like this thing happens. There's this hype about who did it. And then eventually it just starts like, because the thing for me is that it never gets there. The question just never, they throw hints. And everybody sort of has their own opinions about who did it or who it was, and the thing is quite clear or it's not that clear, and eventually you're just like, you know what, stuff this thing, I'm not gonna stick around for that, and eventually I become bored.
See, that's one of the things that's why I don't like series, because for me a story has to have an ending. It's not a story without an ending. You can't, and with series what they do is they want to keep it going for seasons upon seasons upon seasons.
It feels like one freaking long movie,
right?
That's what it
does.
feels like. Yeah.
And the thing also with series is they eventually have to answer the question. They can't not answer the question, because otherwise you're just going to be like, we're never going to know, so what's the point of watching? So they do answer the question, but then they start adding other things to try and like juice it up. But sometimes it just goes in the wrong direction, and then you're just like, they're just being dramatic now because they want.
It was John. Wait. When did he do it? Next, on the next season of, and then it's like, and the next season of.
And then John turns out to be, okay, this is one issue I have with, John turns out to be a girl.
Oh.
That's one of the things I hate about series, is they always have to bring in, and this is what they do. They'll for season 1, you get used to the characters, you like the characters, you get used to the series, you love the series, and then normally season 2 or season 3, bam, they hit you with a homosexual or gay character, and you're like, why are you and it's unnecessary. I even saw a post on Instagram saying, like, it basically was just showing how in every series they include, and it's every series, they include that, and it's unnecessary, first of all, and second of all, it's like you've now gotten used to, you like the characters, you like the series, you want to find out what happened, and now you're just like, really? Like, really? Seriously?
Nah.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, back to the list, right? So I am adding a series onto the quarantine movie list, and it's a series called Timeless. Now, I've been told about this series by many people before, actually, and the one night we were trying to find something to watch, and we couldn't, and eventually I was like, well, why don't we try a series called Timeless, not knowing what it was about, if it was any good, and we put it on, and I was hooked from the first episode. I loved it. So the whole story behind Timeless is, there's a historian, her name's Lucy, and she gets, there's a big industry, it's like an engineering industry that has created a time machine, successfully created a time machine. But what happens is their time machine, so they've got, it's called the Mothership, gets stolen by a man named Garcia Flynn, and then they recruit this historian. They also recruit a soldier, and then one of the guys that actually work for the industry called Connor Mason Industries. The three of them then have to go in what was called the lifeboat, which is the first time machine that they created. It was kind of like a test version, and they then have to now go back in history and follow Flynn to get the time machine, the mothership back, and also save history. Because now what's happening is Flynn is going back in history and he's changing things. And obviously that flips out the historian because she's like, it's history, you can't change history. But then on top of that, what they do is there's this like secret but very, very powerful, I don't know what to call it, like, you know, like almost the idea of the Illuminati, where they like run the world
Like
from
an
behind the
organization
scenes.
type
Yes,
of,
but a very powerful organization, and you see how they're blackmailing people, they threaten people's families, etc., to get them to do stuff, and the whole thing just unfolds from there, and it's crazy. You don't understand how crazy the storyline just. It's, you know, when you have to watch the next episode, like it's 10 o'clock at night, but you have to start the next episode.
Yeah.
It's that type of series. So we've been watching that, and so there's 2 seasons. So there's season 1, which has I think about 16 episodes in it, and then there's season 2, which has 10 episodes in it. Then it's an NBC series, so NBC created the series. It started in 2016 and finished 2018. After season 1, they actually were going to cancel the series, and you don't understand how badly season 1 ended, but they were going to cancel it. Then I think people were like, no, you can't do that. So they then rebooted, well, not rebooted, but they made a second season. And then after the second season, they cut it. And the second season ends horribly. It's like, what? How can you end it like that? So then what they did was they didn't create a third season, unfortunately. If I was Netflix, I would so pull up that crew and be like,
Get
we're
everyone
creating
together.
we're creating season 3. I really think they'd make a lot of money out of it. But anyway, so what they did then was they created 2 more episodes to basically just like finalize the story. So now they're just wrapping it all up. Yeah, so I still have to watch those two episodes. I've watched season 1 and season 2, so hopefully it ends nicely. You know, hopefully we're satisfied. But yeah, I highly recommend you go watch it. It's very, very good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
Very nice. I feel like I want to watch it now. Timeless, right?
It's brilliant. You
You said it's an NBC.
It's an NBC series, yes.
Okay.
And what's nice about it is they keep going back in time to different historical events. So they go to the first the moon landing, the first moon landing. They go back to World War I. They go back to World War II. They go back to JFK. They go back to all of these different historical events. But also, maybe you're like, but I don't know history, so I'm not gonna. Don't worry. They explain every single, so you know what's going on. You understand what's happening. It's really, really nice. The only complaint I have against it is they brought in that whole thing that I was talking about in the beginning. They brought in the whole gay and homosexual thing and just like throw it in your face. And you're just like, but that was so unnecessary. I don't understand. Like, okay, they even like dedicated one whole episode in season 2 to it.
What?
And this, you know when the episodes are unnecessary? You know when you get those unnecessary episodes?
It's got absolutely nothing to do with anything.
It didn't really add to anything. It just created a little bit of like, and then finished. Yeah.
Well, tell us which one so we know which one to skip. Because when at 11 o'clock at night and you're like, I have to watch another one.
And then you
And if that's the next one,
Woo, shame.
just know.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
So that is my series that I'm adding to the quarantine
Seriously.
list. Yes. Ryan, you have a whole lot. Ryan is about to explode our minds.
Well, it's funny because I quit Netflix. So
Nah, right.
But I think quitting Netflix I've obviously now had to try and explore another platform.
Yeah.
And something that I did, so everybody has, well, not everybody, but you should have a, what do you call it? Like a music streaming service that you use, right?
Definitely.
Whether it's Apple Music,
Yep.
whether it's Google Play Music, or whether
Spotify.
or Spotify, whatever stuff like that. So I got into one. I've got an Android, so I came across YouTube Music. I came across it because I had Google Play Music, also same subscription. It's like 59 rand, South African rands. Work that out in your currency. 59 South African rands, which is the same amount for Apple Music. It's 59 bucks, well, 60 rand, let's put it that way. And I was like, okay, I actually don't know what. I think I just wanted to try Google Play Music. Can't remember exactly what. But then with Google Play Music, you also get YouTube Music along with it. And then with YouTube Music, so then it was like, okay, cool, I got YouTube Music as well. It allows you to also use the YouTube Music platform as well, which I use because it sort of it integrated with your YouTube. If you created a playlist or you had favorites, it would also be there on your YouTube account. The other cool thing is that if that artist had music videos, all right, and I think Apple Music has the same thing as well.
Yeah, they do.
Their music videos are there as well. So I found that also pretty cool. If they had concerts or anything that they put up on YouTube, it would also be there amongst the playlist. So I enjoyed it. I quit Netflix, but then something that I wanted to explore, because if you've been on YouTube, that message has popped up, right? That thing, try YouTube Premium now.
How many times
or 1
has
month
that
free?
thing
You see?
popped up?
So I was like, okay, let me check out the benefits and stuff. And I really, really liked it. So I joined it. Last month, I cancelled my Netflix account, which led me no option but to start looking at YouTube's originals, their platform, which I don't know if anyone has ever explored that. Check it out. It is worth it. So basically, you get YouTube Originals and then you get YouTube Premium. So I've got YouTube Premium. The cool thing about this, right, is that number one, it's advertisement free. Okay, so you don't get those little 10-second little things and you like waiting for the skip button.
And they've added ads on YouTube now. You like watch 2 ads before you get your
Yes.
video. You're like, it's horrible.
Exactly. And then you get the 30-second ones and it just says your video will play shortly.
Yes, you don't
No
even have
skip
an
button.
option to skip.
So you have to watch it. The other thing is you get a thing called offline play, which means that on my mobile phone, I can click the 3 little dots on the video and I can say download.
Okay, wait, hold up with that one. You know, so I don't know, maybe it's with YouTube Premium, it does it with all the videos. But on normal YouTube, I can also download.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know, maybe it's.
But I think that's via, are you talking about on your phone or on your machine, your desktop?
On my phone.
On your phone. Yes, so certain ones are available, and then some of them you'll see it'll say only available to premium subscribers.
Okay, so it gives you like all of the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So I can download off from any, and even on my desktop, you can click 3 dots and you can say download as well. It's pretty
Okay,
cool.
on desktop, I don't have that. That's cool.
Yeah, which is, that one I'm like, yeah, because if I like the video, I just click download it, play it for later, or if I want to show my friends, whatever. All right. Then the other thing is you get background play. Now this one is the one that I loved the most. Why? Well, because our church basically has we also have as you know, you should know about Active TV because you guys have
Right.
subscribed, right? If I want to listen to a sermon, let's say I'm driving and I want to listen to a sermon, but now I don't have time to download or anything, or to I don't have any internet on the go type of thing. I can go background, whatever, download at home, whatever. I can make it available offline, and then I can play it in my car. But the problem is now your screen must be on.
Yeah.
So every time your phone goes to sleep, the sermon stops or whatever, it's got background play. If I'm listening to someone talking or any video stuff like that, it plays on my phone. I can put my phone screen off to sleep and it still continues to play. The other thing is that if I want to do something, if I want to, someone's WhatsApp me and I'm watching a video, I can go to that WhatsApp and the video continues in a little screen on top of my app, as in the corner type of thing. So background play was like well worth it. Like the minute you get it, you almost want to show it off. Hey guys, check, check. I'm still listening. You know this annoying thing that it does check. Mine doesn't do that. So that's pretty awesome. All right, the music is the same thing. You get the music with it. There's no advertisements through Google Play Music, and you have access to certain basically to all YouTube original series and films. Let me tell you about YouTube Original. It's available to anyone. So if you've got a Google account, you go to YouTube, go search under Originals. But when I hit the subscribe button for Premium, what happened was I got this little tab on top that said Premium, and when you click on there, it goes to the to the YouTube Originals page. And over there, it's like Netflix or like any of these others. You get, there's a whole lot of series and all your movies. So I had my recommended tab. So obviously, if you had been watching a whole lot of series, YouTube also recommends certain shows or movies and that for you. You get dramas. There's drama series, so literally different series, different movies, whatever movies or series. You get comedies. There were documentaries, sci-fi or fantasies, family movies. There were reality series and movies. There were movies, all right, and then
movies.
Obviously, I'm talking about different series as well. Within that, those ones that you like binge watching.
Yeah.
And the ones that I've really, really gotten into is one called Impulse. And basically, this is one of those. Actually, you're talking about your timeless.
Yep.
This was my one. I started watching the one night. I think at about, it must have been 5-6 o'clock. And I think I was glued for 5 episodes. And they're 40 minutes
Wow.
each. It was one of those, like, you have to watch the next one because, who did it? Why? Okay, no, wait, this person's in danger. What's going to happen? I have to watch. And eventually I did get to a point, I'm like, okay, look, I'm going to watch the rest tomorrow.
I need to sleep.
So basically, Impulse is about a 16-year-old Henry Coles is an outsider in a new town of Reston. So she's this outsider who arrives in this new town, right, in New York, with a major chip on her shoulder and no friends. She remains withdrawn and isolated, but everything changes when a traumatic encounter with a classmate triggers something deep within Henry, unleashes a power she cannot control. And basically,
Whoa, wait. What's her name?
Henry. It's girl. It's Henry. I can't remember how they spell it, but it's a girl's.
Really?
Yeah, they actually.
Wow.
The Americans are saying, yeah, that's right. Well, they call her Henry. I can't remember what the full
Oh, is it a
name
nickname,
is.
like a short, an alias, basically?
It's a short for, but it's not much. It's Henry. I don't know. I can't remember.
That's intense.
But she basically figures out that she can not time warp. She can, when you can go from one place to another place.
This is so cool. I want to watch this.
But it happens. At first, she discovers it whenever she's in danger. The first time it happens, the one teacher grabs her in class, and he's like, "You stop it," because she's misbehaved. She's just one of these like misfits, as you can tell. And he's like, "You stop it right now." What? Next minute,
She's
the
gone.
whole class goes. The whole class just starts like, and like stuff starts propelling towards her, and the next minute, and then she lands up in her classroom. The second time, this guy was about to rape her, but she's in the car with the guy, and next minute the whole car starts denting in, and then she disappears. She lands up in her room with one of the car's doors. But the guy gets injured and he's in hospital, and now his dad is basically like this rich guy that's dealing in drugs and stuff like that. So now this is where it gets intense because there's close encounters, and like he's one of those, I won't take nonsense, I will kill.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so she's like on the edge of being found out type of thing. All right, so that's basically Impulse. All right, there are 2 seasons. There are 11 episodes in both seasons at the moment. In that series, it's a series. All right, the other one that I've started watching is called Minefield. People might know Minefield, but this one, all right, it's a reality program. And Minefield is basically, so let me tell you, in Minefield, host Michael Stevens brings his passion for science to most ambitious subject yet, something we still very little about, basically know very little about, human behavior. All right, and he basically uses real subjects, including guest stars and himself. All right, Minefield reveals some of the most mind-blowing, significant, least understood aspects of the human psyche. So he goes into, and I was telling Sashi about this one sort of, I don't know if it's not an experiment, it's a what do they call it, where it's just like a study. So they put an advert out there to say, does anybody want to take part within a study, just a social study? And so they bring them in, and then they will put them within a situation, and they'll see how they'll react, and afterwards they'll come out. And it's not like bad things. So for example, they ask people, all right, there's a train track, it splits, and on the one side there are 10 people, on the other side there's one person. Those people cannot see that the train is coming, but you're now at the control of which side the train's going to go. Which side would you take, the one person or the 10 people? So they really call people in, they do the experiment, not for real with the train, obviously using CG and screens, and they see what people are really going to do. But you learn a lot of stuff about how the human brain, it's extremely fascinating. There are 3 seasons, and in each one I think there were about 8 or 9 episodes.
Sure.
So that one, the reality, and you learn a lot. It's really, really interesting. And then the third one that I've been watching is called, which I've started recently, is called Rhett and Link's Buddy System. Now this one it's hilarious, all right? Just because it's one of those shows. It's a show. If you know Rhett and Links, they've got a YouTube channel that people actually watch. I think it's called Good Mystical Morning. And basically,
Wow.
they talk about, like, I watched the one show, but I was watching this series of theirs, and it's it's almost like pointless. There's not really anything too hectic about it. It's comedy. It's just very, very funny. And if you're into that sense of humor, which I know, Sashi, I'm going to show you one episode. You'll enjoy it. You'll laugh yourself. Like they start singing about random stuff. All right. No, it's not a musical, but it's just like, it's absolutely funny. Check that one out. I really, really enjoyed that one. It was really, really cool. And then just others just to put out there very quickly is The Age of AI with Robbie Downey Jr. So that one was really, really cool. It explores AI and what people are doing with AI. A series called Lifeline, which we started watching as well. Ghostmates, which is a movie, but that one's only available to premium subscribers. Ryan Hansen Solves Crimes on Television, also a series. Then there's a movie called The Thinning, which we watched as well, but also only available to premium subscribers.
Is that a horror?
The Thinning. So basically, you know the whole thing where people say that there's too many people on Earth?
Yeah.
So the Earth is now overpopulated in this movie, and so what the UN decide that they're going to do is, to try and save the planet, they have to every country has to remove something like 15% of their population. So what the US did, I think it's 15%. It might be 10% or 5% or something like that. So what the US did in this movie is they basically, everybody had to write a test once a year, and if you were under marks, under a certain level, if you didn't pass it,
they'd kill you.
They'd kill you.
No, that's terrible.
And it's all these teenagers, and it's so dramatic. But then there's obviously a story within it.
Did they know they were gonna die?
Well, if they fail, yes. So they went in there. Everyone's like nervous. They'd been studying. It's general knowledge questions.
Oh my
so you could study for it. And when you went there, and then they write the test, it's computer generated. So everyone would stay in the room. It would be like a secure lockdown where these people came in. Happened once a year, same time. And then everybody would stay in the room. They would know the results immediately. The person would come in the room and they'd start reading out names. They'd collect those people, take them, and some of them would resist, and then they would be guards. They would get them, blah blah blah. But then there is a slight twist to the movie.
That is hectic.
As well.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh.
That was a movie. I thought it was a series, and then I was like, this is a very long series.
This is a very long series.
Well, for one episode.
Is that for premium users or?
That is for anyone. So go on to no, sorry, it is. I apologize. It is premium users only.
Ryan's making me want to get YouTube Premium.
It is pretty cool. There's another one called I haven't watched this one. Matt Powell's Game Lab. That one looked pretty cool as well. And then another one that we were checking out was called Hit Record, which has started now recently. So because of the whole pandemic, this guy basically came out and said, "Hey, let's all be creative together." Check out, go look for the trailer on YouTube. It's called Hit Record. It's actually very interesting. Anybody out there that's extremely creative, this is an opportunity for you while you are under lockdown to be creative with other people together, and pretty cool. So the price is basically for the premium. Like I said, YouTube Originals is available for any YouTube subscriber. There are a very few movies or series that are under lock because of the premium subscription.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are available. So there's a lot, guys. Go check it out. It's basically 70, so in South African rands, 71 rand 99 a month. But remember, you get the music part as well with it. So it's the music.
So you're paying 10 rand extra from Apple Music, basically.
Basically, exactly. And there's another one for Justin Bieber fans as well.
It's
a series.
I've seen adverts of that one.
Yes.
You know what I think they're gonna do though with YouTube? I think so. For now, the YouTube Originals are free. But I think what they're going to start doing is as people like get hooked to series and like start liking movies, they're going to start eventually moving all of like their YouTube original content being premium service only, because you're now attached to a series, you'll pay for it type of thing. Yeah. So I think they could be doing that, which is smart. Yeah, it's very smart on their side.
It is. Something that I'm finding with YouTube is it's becoming a broadcast platform.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost becoming a very social. So I see a lot of YouTubers, famous, very well-known YouTubers, being put on other shows. So it's almost becoming like a fame type of thing.
Yeah.
The one thing that is quite scary is that YouTube is it's almost like a very creative platform. So some of these series and stuff, there is a lot of swearing and stuff. It's almost like, you're free to express yourself type of thing.
Yeah.
So but it is becoming a very social like club.
Yeah, it is.
Almost type
More
of
than
thing.
ever before.
Yeah, very like a brand. Very much a brand. So, yeah.
So yeah, there's a way to go watch movies. YouTube, you didn't know. Yeah, and for now it's free. We don't know how long it's going to be free for. So while it's free, you might as well go and, I actually want to go check out some of after Timeless, because Timeless is going to be ending soon, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. So we have another streaming site now that you can check out for free.
All it costs is your bandwidth.
Right.
And the nice thing about YouTube is you get the different levels
Yeah.
of quality. Your
You can
quality.
choose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, man.
I'm finding it really, really good.
Yeah, so that is a few more series and movies to add to your movie show quarantine list
Rechter.
on
Weiter.
YouTube. Timeless, I've been watching on Netflix. I'm not quite sure where else you could find it. I'm pretty sure you could find it though somewhere else. You just need to search. We found it on Netflix and have watched it there. But it's an NBC series, so I'm pretty sure.
How did you come across it?
Word of mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is true because when I had Netflix, we battled when we served.
No, Netflix searching is horrible.
But then when people tell us about, you must
Yeah.
go check out this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then next minute, boom, there I am.
My good Netflix experiences have been either word of mouth. That Stranger Things was also word of mouth, or it's been so like Extraction. I saw on Instagram, and I enjoyed Extraction, but I saw it on Instagram and then went to watch it.
And I don't think I saw Extraction
But you
advertised,
didn't watch it.
but I only watched it when you told me about
Yes.
Extraction.
Yeah. So for Netflix, Netflix browsing is horrible because you choose something and then you watch it and you're just like, no man,
The first
no.
10 minutes, like
Yeah.
something happens, you're like, okay,
Nope.
switch.
Yeah.
You like your
Or
phone.
you watch the whole movie and then the ending freaking sucks, which has happened so many times. But anyway,
Guys, go check out our show on
Netflix month.
Yes.
yeah. Yeah. But this has been the movie show. I think it's been quite an educational show. I found out a lot. I'd like to go check out YouTube Premium, which I do not have.
Yes.
So I'll let you know in the future
What?
if Ryan convinced me to get YouTube Premium.
Just check out the YouTube originals. There's a lot. I watched the whole of The Age of AI with Robbie Downey Jr.
Yeah.
without the premium thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So go see if I like it, and then based on that,
check it out, guys.
yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
So this has been the movie show on Active FM, but Active FM is so much more than just the movie show.
And it's free.
And it's free. Yeah, can you believe it? So you can go check us out on all social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, obviously there's more social media platform. You know what? We should get an Active FM Reddit account. I'm going to speak to head office. We need a... Okay, I'm just joking. Wow. But those are the
Yeah.
social media platforms you can find us on. And we also have an amazing website that was just redone, revamped. What's the other word?
Renewed.
Renewed? No. Not reinvented.
Redesigned.
You know when you think in your house?
Revamped.
No, there's another word, isn't there? When you do like...
It's also there on the... It's
Right? It's there on the tip of our tongues, and you're probably
It's-
listening and going, it's this word. Ah! Not inventions. It's not inventions. Anyway, so that website, that word that we're trying to figure out, it's been done to the website, and the website is really, really awesome. Go check it out. It's www.activefm.co.za. And, Ryan, do you know that Active FM is on YouTube?
What? And you don't need a premium account for
No,
it.
you don't need a premium account, and you can find us on 2 different accounts.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
On Active TV. Search for Active TV. Remember that one I was telling you about earlier on? Active TV. ACTIVE-TV. TV. And the other one is check out a channel, Active FM.
Yeah.
Both of those.
Mhm. So the difference just between the two is Active FM site will give you the full audio version, the podcast versions of the shows that you can listen to. So you don't necessarily have to go to, like a podcasting app or whatever. And then on Active TV, what we do under the movie show playlist is we release short versions, but it's the movie show that shows. So we do like cute, not cute. Did I just call the movie show cute? I apologize, right? That is disgusting. Short. It's because I said short. Like short and cute go together.
Short.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Short,
Yeah.
cute little episodes.
I think you were trying to say quick.
Quick, I was. You're
Yeah.
right.
Cute.
Short, quick episodes on like different things. We do fun things there. So
That's
go
right.
check it out. Yeah.
Absolutely. And of course, you can subscribe and you can hit the bell button if you want to.
You can. And you can do it without paying.
You see? And what's nice about hitting the bell button is that if we release a show, you don't have to go look for it. it just pops up on your screen, and then you click on it,
Yeah.
or press on it, and then
It's
you're
really
there.
cool.
So that's the nice thing about
Yeah.
subscription.
That is nice,
Yes.
yeah. And then you can also find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and that's it, right? Right? I feel like I forgot something.
And read it. No,
Yeah. So this has been the movie show
with me, Ryan.
on Active FM, Ryan. How can you skip straight to with me, Ryan?
With me, Sash, on Active
Fine.
FM.
Take two.
That was my saving.
Wow, your saving grace in
yes.
3, 2, 1. This has been the movie show
On Active FM.
with me, Sash.
And myself, Ryan.
Peace out.
Toodaloo.
The wait is over. Hold on tight. We are in the overdrive. Welcome. This is your favorite station. Stay tuned. Turn up the volume.
3, 2, 1. Just wanna see the light.
Let's go.
Active FM.
FM.